Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison between these two spot cleaners. On the left, I got the Bissell little green machine, and on the right, I got the Kenmore Spotlight. So I'm first going to talk about each machine, and then we're actually going to go clean some stains on some carpet and see how they do. So the Bissell little green machine is a lot lighter than the Kenmore. So the dirty water is going to go into here. Very easy, lift the lever up. There's what you're going to do. You cannot take this tank apart. You can only dump it out and kind of rinse the tank out. Put it back on. Over here, we've got the solution tank. We're going to lift it straight up. Now we fill it up. We take the cap off. So I like that the Bissell gives us a solution or formula line, and then we fill it up the rest of the way with water. So that's a nice feature on this one. Put the cap back on and then slide it back down. So around back, we have cord storage. We've got a nice storage for the wand. And the Bissell is 120 volts, 60 hertz, 2.75 amps. Now the Kenmore is a lot more. It's 60 hertz, 120 volts. It's 7 amps. Okay, so here's the cleaning head on each one. They've got a nozzle you're going to press, and the solution's going to come out right here and right here. We can both take both of the cleaning heads off. We can take this one off. It's a little harder. You got to press that little button right there. Now the Bissell, we cannot take this cleaning area apart. But over here on the Kenmore, we can take this little cleaning area apart. Press that little button, get this all nice and clean. So the Kenmore has a 6-foot hose. The Bissell has a 5-foot hose. And again, they feel exactly the same. Okay, so let's talk about the Kenmore. It's a dirty water tank. You're simply going to lift it straight up. It's got a nice big tank. Now you can open it up and it's on a hinge. So move this lever like this. I like that that's on a hinge. We can get it down in there. That's how you empty it, and you can kind of rinse it out and wash it out. Put it back, slide it back on. Over here on the solution tank, again, nice big handle. We're going to lift it straight up. It's got this opening here. This is where you put the water. Now on the other side, it's got just water lines. You have to put the amount of cap solution in. So this says 2 capfuls for the small mess, and if you got it up to the large, that's 5 capfuls of concentrated solution. But it does hold a lot of solution, and you just slide it in. So they're both real easy to operate. The Kenmore, you're going to press that button in. It'll stay in. When you want it off, press it again. The Bissell, you turn that to on or that to off. So let's go put some stains on some carpet and see how they do. Okay, so let's compare the two. I've got chocolate, ketchup, milk, and the same with their milk, ketchup, chocolate. First, let's try the Kenmore. It's got a nice heavy-duty spray pattern. It's got a nice scrubbing action with the brush. All the dirty water is going in the dirty water tank. And it's got some good suction. Okay, let's try the Bissell. Again, nice, good spray pattern. Comes out really good. It's doing a good job too. Okay, so let's try the ketchup now. Let's spray some on there. The Bissell's doing a good job with the ketchup. Yep, it's got the ketchup out. Got good suction. Let's turn it off. Let's go back to the Hoover. Now the Hoover does have a little bit more suction. Let's try the ketchup. It got the ketchup out really quick. Let's go to the chocolate. Again, spraying really good. Now I got the trigger pulled this entire time. I'm really getting it saturated. We got the chocolate out. Now let's just go over and dry it. Now let's do the Bissell on the chocolate. Again, a lot of spray. There's a lot of solution coming out. I'm spraying the solution the entire time. Got to really scrub with the chocolate. It's getting the chocolate out. Takes a little bit more work, but it is getting it all out. So now let's just dry it. I feel like I got good suction if I just wanted to dry the carpet. Okay, so both of those did a really good job. I felt like the Kenmore did have a little bit more suction and it might have put down just a little bit more solution. But you know, the Bissell Little Green did a really good job. I was able to scrub. Now the cleaning head is just a little bit smaller on the Bissell, but it did end up doing a good job. So both of these machines will clean upholstery like a couch or a chair or even in your car really well. Let's try the Bissell. Now let's try the Kenmore. You can see it's putting down a little bit more solution and it's got some pretty good suction. Okay, so we can see we got quite a bit more room in the Kenmore. The Hoover does, or the Bissell does have quite a bit of room left to go, but so the Bissell does have, you can clean the hose with this hose cleaner. Turn it on, put this on, spray it, and it will clean the inside of the hose. Now the Kenmore does not have that hose clean, but they just say get like a little bucket or a little bowl of water and then just suck up the water with the hose. That's what they're saying to use to clean the hose. Okay, so let's go empty the dirty water tank. You're going to lift this lever up. There's our dirty water. And over here on the Kenmore, again, just lift it straight up. There's no latch you got to release, but when we get over to the sink, we're going to release that latch. Okay, so the Kenmore, again, release that latch like that. It has a hinge. I really like that part. And you're simply going to dump it out. And then I like that you can rinse this out with some water, get your hand in there and kind of really clean that good. Okay, so with the Bissell, you just got to pour it out. You can't really get in there and clean, and then you just got to rinse it out real good. Kind of slosh it around. I can take this black piece off, but this white part doesn't come off, so I cannot get inside there and do a good job of cleaning. Okay, so for me, the Kenmore is going to be, it's a little heavier. It has more suction, and I can definitely clean a bigger area. So, but the Bissell is lighter weight, so if I got to travel around with it quite a bit, the Bissell might be a little bit better. I thought they both did a good job cleaning the stains. You know, the Kenmore, I can get in there and clean that tank. The Bissell's, you know, it does a good job too. So this Kenmore is brand new, and I was pretty excited because there's not been a lot of spot cleaners released. Hoover came out with a new one a couple years ago, or maybe a year ago, and it kind of looks a lot like the Hoover, but it's completely different. It's very powerful. You know, both of these run around 100, you know, that's 130 right now. This one's around 130 sometimes. Again, the Bissell comes in all kinds of different colors. I've seen it in purple, green, gray, and it's the same machine. It's different attachments. So you'll get more or less attachments depending on what color. Like it'll say Pet Plus, but they all have the same workings on the inside. Again, this Kenmore is heavier. Boy, it did a good job. I thought it was, you know, if it had hose clean, like if it had an attachment for hose clean, I think the Kenmore would be the way to go. Now, that doesn't mean the Bissell is the way to go just because it's got hose clean. I'm just super impressed with the Kenmore. Again, that came out of nowhere. I had, you know, I saw it and it went out of stock really, really quick. I ordered it. This one was on back order. It just came in yesterday, so I thought I got to get a review on it. I do think it's less mess filling it up. You know, this one's got solution lines, which makes it a little easier, but you got to dump it over and the things don't really sit because they're kind of angled. These, you know, this one might just be a little bit better machine, the Kenmore, but it is heavier. But you get a longer cord, more suction, more dirty water, more clean water. So I'm probably going to have to go with the Kenmore, but I am going to compare it with other spot cleaners. And if any new spot cleaners come out, I'm going to grab them and we're going to see how they do. And we're going to compare them to the other ones. If there are any spot cleaners or carpet cleaners you would like to see me review, leave them in the comments down below. And I would really love to hear from you in the comments about what you think the most popular or what you like the most as far as spot cleaners. If you like the little handheld battery ones, or you like these, or like the ones that are upright. Again, I really appreciate everybody's support. If you could, please like and subscribe. The subscribe button's right below the video. If you click on the subscribe button, you'll know whenever I make new videos. If you click the little icon that looks like a bell, you'll get a notification when I post a new video. Again, I'm doing this full time now, and I really appreciate everybody's support. And if you could, please like and subscribe.